later, a couple of decades later, the members of a church pooled some money together and bought it to use as the home for the bishop. They must have liked him. I'm not kidding. Somebody needs to buy me a home like this. I can preach. I can give you words of wisdom. I can sit and listen to your confessions. Hell, I do listen to your confessions. I'm a hairdresser. So I can do all that stuff. Buy me this house, right? And they did. And still it wasn't called the Bishop's Palace. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I had a little bit of sketchiness there with my computer. It was getting tired. It was getting worn out. It's like, Jason, I'm tired. So I shut it down for a little bit and let everything kind of reorganize itself. And we're back. We were at the hotel. The hotel was great. Absolutely loved it. But when I left the hotel, it was to take a little bit of a walk around Galveston, right? And I thought, hey, I'm going to walk down to the Strand. That's what I did. Headed down to the Strand. I'll run some pictures here as I talk about it. I found an awesome taco truck to have lunch. I didn't necessarily plan on a taco truck for lunch, but I saw it and I was hungry and I thought, I'm going to give them a shot. And they were good. It was really, really good. Some pictures of it here. I just got simple couple of tacos and a soda. Pretty cheap, $10, I think, total or something around that with tip. Not bad. Walked around the Strand. I was really looking for a gift I was looking for 10 gifts for the ship because I joined a Facebook gift exchange, right? Which is a lot of fun. I do recommend doing that. If you're on Facebook and there's a group and they're having a gift exchange, go ahead and do it. It only costs, I spent more than that in this case, but in general, it only costs, like $1 to $3 per gift, right? And it's a lot of fun to get back to your cabin every day and find, something in the door. They usually put it in the little mailbox part. Find something there, kind of go through it, see what it is. It's just exciting. It's just cool. So I'm kind of on the lookout, and my idea is to find a local candy store and go ahead and get some sort of local candy, right? Local handmade candy or something like that to Galveston. And I did. Galveston's got a couple of options. The one that you see here, I can't remember the name as I'm saying this, but you'll see a picture of it right here. This is what it was called. I went in there, big candy store, big ice cream counter, so you can get candy or ice cream. Super nice staff. The candy was really good. Oh my God. In fact, here in just a bit, I've got a video coming up. I don't usually eat in videos a lot. I have kind of a thing where if I'm in a dining room and there's a lot of people, I don't usually record as I'm eating. I know some people find that as a distraction and they're trying to enjoy their meal and they're trying to eat their meal. And I do get that my talking to a camera is that much different than if I were just talking to someone across the table. Well, no, maybe not. But people do still kind of find that a distraction sometimes. So I don't very often do it. Sometimes I do, but not very often. In this case, I did. You'll see coming up. But I did walk around. I got a lot of pictures, went to this candy store. I'm thinking, hey, I want to get some coffee. Not Starbucks. No, I love Starbucks. But whenever I go someplace, I try to find not Starbucks as a coffee shop. And I found it. It was perfect. Again, the name escapes me, but I'll put it up here. It was a great place, a great little coffee place. They had a really cool outside eating area on the sidewalk. It was full. It was full. It was warm in Galveston. I mean, I say warm. It was really only about 70, 72 degrees. It felt hot. So, oh man, maybe it was warmer than I think it was. It really felt hot and there was not a lot of shade and they had shade there and it was all full. So I didn't stay there and I thought, that's no big deal. It's no big deal. And I walked all the way to the Strand. These blocks are so small. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk all the way over to CVS on Broadway and 25th. I'm going to walk on over there. That's not that far. Probably going to pass a park somewhere along the way. I'll sit in the park, have my coffee, eat this big piece of fudge I got right at the candy store. I can't wait. And so I'm thinking I'm going to just set out and I'm going to just go, oh my God. What a walk. Oh my God. It was a lot further than it looked on the map. It looked small on the map. There was no place along the way, no parks, no nothing to stop at, no bench, no nothing, no shade. Then I'm walking along bacon like I am in the desert. I want to drink my coffee. I want to eat my fudge. And I'm actually pretty close to CVS when I do find a patch of shade, some historic house. I'm going to post a picture here. It was ironic. The gate on the front of the house said something about, it was like called the open gate or something like that. And it was locked. It was locked with chains and a lock. So I guess whoever named it that and built it in the first place did not anticipate in the 21st century, we're going to lock that shit up. It's no longer open. But I did stop there in the shade, and I'm going to insert that video right now. Hi, it's me again, and I am actually headed right over there. I don't know if you can see it. Can I get in the camera? Maybe. I'm headed over. Where is this? I'm headed over there. I'm headed over there to a CVS. I got to do a little shopping before I get on the ship tomorrow, like I said earlier. And along the way, I stopped and grabbed some dessert. I had lunch earlier at the taco place, but I stopped at a taco truck. And I stopped and got some dessert at La King's. What is this place called? Here, let's go down here. I found a patch of shade. I thought, oh, I'll just eat it later. And then I just started to sweat and die out here at La King's. La King's Confectionery, which is a local sort of Galveston sort of place. I got this giant, I'll show you here, giant chunk of fudge. Doesn't that look good? And I grabbed some coffee at the Mod coffee shop, right? And they actually had tables outside, but they were super busy and all the tables were taken. So I thought, oh, that's no big deal. I'll just walk along. Now, this is called the Hummingbird, this coffee, and it is raspberry and vanilla and, no, raspberry and lavender and coconut. And I'm gonna try it. This is my first time, which is good. I'm letting it cool off a little bit anyway. Push my glasses back there. It's just as well. I'll give it a chance to cool off here. Let's see. That is good. That is good. Oh my God, that's good. That is really good. You can really taste the raspberries, which is nice. I'm gonna down all that like in a gulp. I swear to God, it's cooled off just to the perfect point. And I don't need to though. I'll be jittery from caffeine, but I am gonna finish it. And I got that, that delicious piece of fudge. I'm gonna try that, which whoops, almost had garbage flying down the street. It's a little windy, which is good. We can use the cool air. Got a piece of fudge, and I'm gonna try this for the first time too. I'll probably pass out. This is like drugs to me, so I'll probably pass out from an overdose, but let's give it a shot. Oh my God, that's good. That is the best. Local confectionery here. La King's, local coffee shop, the Mod. Okay, so that was me eating fudge. Oh my God, it was good. Oh man, it was so good. Like I said, I love candy and I love sweets and I love desserts. A lot of people can't tell. It's kind of a thin guy. I do try to balance it out later with healthy stuff. But oh man, I love it. And it was so good. It was really, really good. I got CVS, I got some I just need some shaving cream, stuff like that. And then I'm going to walk to the Bishop's Palace. Another big mistake. It was a long way. I should have just called Uber. I don't know, but I did walk it along Broadway. Not the most scenic locales along Broadway. It's pretty commercial, but that's fine. I walked it, got to the Bishop's Palace, and the Bishop's Palace was really, really nice. I'm going to put a whole bunch of pictures here as I kind of talk about it. It is an old historic home. It was not originally the bishop's home. It was a family home there in Galveston, and I'll have to go and look up the name of the family and the dates. I'll try to write them in here on the video. Later, a couple of decades later, the members of a church pooled some money together and bought it to use as the home for the bishop. They must have liked him. I'm not kidding. Somebody needs to buy me a home like this. I can preach. I can give you words of wisdom. I can sit and listen to your confessions. Hell, I do listen to your confessions. I'm a hairdresser. So I can do all that stuff. Buy me this house, right? And they did. And still it wasn't called the Bishop's Palace. It came to take on that name, I think, in the 1970s when it was kind of being rehabilitated and stuff like that. It's a beautiful home. It really is a stunning example of, architecture and design and decorative arts. There's not a lot of furnishings. They did make a point in the literature that when they started rehabbing it, they didn't want to just fill it with period pieces. So they've tried to only put in there things that were owned by the family or owned by the bishop, and either from the bishop's family, or the bishop wouldn't have a family. I think it was Catholic. Well, wait a minute. Can bishops get married and have kids? I don't think he ever did. He slept in a twin bed. Let's just say no. But from his sister's kids or his sister's families or whoever, furniture from that source or furniture from the original family source is all they put in there. Okay. So it's not heavily furnished, but it's super nice and mostly in still period setup. There is a newer bathroom that the bishop turned a closet into to have a bath off of his bedroom. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Kitchen, everything else is just period piece, right? Period. Beautiful home. I highly recommend it. If you're in Galveston for the day, stop by. It's not expensive. I think it was $15 to get in. That's really cheap for a museum. That's really cheap for historic structure. And this place deserves to be maintained. It's gorgeous. I definitely recommend it. It is only a few blocks from my hotel, the George Manor, as it's called now. And I just walked back from there. And that was pretty much it for my day. I had a great time walking around Galveston. I had a great lunch. I had a great afternoon coffee break. I got the stuff I needed. I saw a lot of cool architecture. I really did. Galveston has a great historic area. Also saw some great modern architecture, though. This building here, I'll show it again. One of my favorites. I love this. I've always adored this building. Love the way it's open at the bottom. So it's kind of a 3-story open air atrium. Gorgeous design. Absolutely fantastic. But after that, I went back, I had my dinner, I went to bed, had a great night's sleep, and the next day had a great breakfast, and it was time to board. The George Manor did shuttle me over there to the cruise ship, and they do that. So if you're taking a cruise and you're going to stay there beforehand, let them know. They'll shuttle you over to the ship. And I did get shuttled to my ship, and that's what we're going to end today. We're going to end today with the next day. The first day to get on board. We'll talk about boarding. We'll talk about this ship. We'll talk about everything I did on that first day. It was a great cruise. Spoiler alert. It was a great cruise. I had a great time. And thank you this time for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify so that you can catch the next videos from this fantastic cruise. And I cannot wait to see you then. Thanks for watching.